All right, beautiful people, good morning and a very beautiful weekend to you. How are you? How are you this morning? And okay, so it could be, yeah, it's still morning for Nigerians, but if you're Kenyan, it's going to be afternoon, right? and all those people in the middle side. So how you guys doing? And I can see the chat has been bubbling already, and everybody's been here. You guys have been doing a lot of conversation. So far, so good, and I trust you've been having a good time. So what I want you to do first is first off, I want you to tell me where you are, how you are, and one more thing, where you are, how you are, and possibly what you've gained so far in a very short and brief line. Where you are, how you are, and what you've gained so far from the past. I think we've done about 6 sessions yet, or 5 thereabout. So share with me in the chats where you are, how you are, and how much you've gained so far. So I'm going to say hi to everybody. I'm going to do a name round shortly. So I just want the class to get a little bit more populated. But meanwhile, I want to do a big shout out to Fidelity Bank for making this happen for you guys. Thank you so much for making this happen for the lot of people that are actually enjoying and benefiting from it. All right. So, and also this is a big shout out to Deborah Fumi. So I'm going to give you my favorite emoji for anybody that comes first. Deborah, I'm not sure if you are still here, but if you are still here, that's round of applause emoji strictly for you. So nice to meet you guys. So nice to meet you guys. Grace knows my name. My name is Udeme. Hello, Grace. How you doing? Okay, so share with me where you are, how you are, and what you've gained so far from what we've been doing in the past few days. Thank you so much, Emono Ruth. So I'm just going to do the name rounds, or maybe I should just wait, hold on a little bit. Okay, so I'm just looking at the chat. And yes, I'm not here alone. I'm here with Beryl, I'm here with Diana, I'm here also with Judith. So you're going to see their names against the blue spanner on the chat. So that the ones that are going to be keeping you busy, conversing with you, answering your questions, making you laugh, just catching fun with you in the chat section. So do well to make sure that you ask them how they are. Beryl is joining us from Nairobi, Kenya. She's a girl with a beautiful voice and a beautiful accent too. and Diana is joining us from the beautiful city of Douala in Cameroon. So I'm joining you from Abuja, Nigeria. And I know it's been a great time so far. Great time to learn, to catch up, to network from all the sessions so far. So I know you've enjoyed yourself. So I wanted to share with us one or two things you've learned. It could be a big encouragement to us. If you don't mind, please just do that for us. And yeah, let's do some other thing before I do the name rounds, and make sure you say something in the chat if you're here, okay? Because I may not be able to hear your voice, but the only way I can hear your voice is through the chats. That is the best way to hear your voice. That's the only way I can hear your voice right now, because that is how YouTube is designed. So if you can't chat, that is obviously because you've not activated your YouTube channel. So what you need to do, if you're using a phone, you see activate channel in that place. So click on activate channel, and then you're going to need to refresh the YouTube. To close it and open it again, and then you'll be able to chat. That's it. Okay? And you should have a writing material close to you, and possibly a bottle of water so that you can be taking a sip at intervals to save your life. You need to stay hydrated. The weather is so dry. And yeah, it's fair weather. It's dry, sort of, and I like it. I prefer it to the rain. All right, guys. So who is saying something? Yeah. Okay. So let me do the name rounds. I'm going to go through the options you said. But before I do the name rounds, please let's do our regular. Please hit on the thumbs up, right? Hit on the thumbs up, number 1. And then number 2, hit on the subscribe if you've done that, if you've not done it before. Are you done? I want to see the numbers going up. Let's do it together. It's a teamwork now. So hit on the thumbs up and then hit on the subscribe button if you are yet to. Then hit on the share button. This is the most important one. So we are just 28 right now, whereas we've recorded 100 plus, 120 plus in the previous session. So I want you to copy it, copy the link there and remind somebody, remind a friend. All right? Please do that for us. It's going to help. It's going to help the rest of the guys that are supposed to be here, and it's going to help us too. Okay? Because I don't want to be answering questions over and over again. Whereas I would have just answered it once and then that'll be it. So I'm super excited to have you guys here once again. So what I said was, please share with us your name, your location. Okay, I know your name already. Your location, how you're faring, and what you've learned so far. One or two things you've picked up from all these sessions we've been doing. Thank you so much as you do that. So I'm just going to do the name rounds again, and I gave a round of applause to Deborah. I'm sure she got those beautiful emojis. So if you want to laugh, you want to cry, want to shout, want to scream, whatever you want to do, you can only use the chat for now. All right, ask me questions, I'll ask you some too. Okay, so let's keep it very, very interactive so that we'll catch fun while learning. That's the beauty of it. Okay, Deborah, Esther, Adeboye, Esther Uche, Ikemesudokun. Okay, that is my sister or my brother. I'm from Akwa Ibom, from the southern part of Nigeria. We have the best meals. You can't contest that. You guys know. Okay. Doro Plated Gold, John Wangombe. Hello, John. Thank you for joining us once again. John has been really, really consistent with our sessions. Precious, hi. Lucy, hi. How are you? Hi, Kenya this morning. DFSKR Essentials. Zoba Cakes, Grace Churchill, Egu Angel, Grace Churchill again. Grace is the one that knows my name. And Doro Plated Gold. Joy now sounds like my sister too. Jemima Ikitu. I hope I pronounced that well. And please, if I can't pronounce your name properly, please don't throw stones at me. Thank you very much in advance. Omono Ruth, thank you so much for joining us. Uzo Precious, Ebele Victor, Grace Lauren, Grace Churchill again, Esther Uche again, and Ebele. Okay, Bele lives in Abuja too. Oh, nice to meet you, Bele. I'm living in Abuja as well. Temi John, Gladys, Omono Ruth, Efesogi, Winrose, Zoba Cakes, Temi John, Lynette, Nwoye, Marianne. Please make sure I call your name, right? Okay, I think I've missed some parts. Marianne, yes. Oh, Grace Churchill, Omono Ruth. Miss Winnie Barawa. Hello, Miss Winnie. Miss or Mrs. Please. I'm not quite sure which one it is. Peace Chuku, Temijan, Ngoye, Lucy, Ngoye again, Lynette, Teresa, Immaculate, Adegoke, Teresa again, Deborah, Lisa, okay, Teresa, Igube, Chinelo, Habiba, Berlin, Glory Israel, Odinaka, Jemima, Peace, Ebere, Ozomena, Adegoke, Buckles and Buttons, Lisa again, and Winrose, Dinaka, who's our precious. Whoa, finally, I finished. Hello, guys. Oh, it's Miss. Okay, nice to meet you, Miss Winnie. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us. So I'm just going to skim through the few of you that have said something about what you've learned so far. I hope the sessions have been useful to you. Please, if you be happy enough, you be glad enough and kind enough to share with us what you've learned so far, it will gladden us and to make our foot and our feet stronger, right? It will make us feel stronger. We'll have more strength to do some more. Okay, so let me just skim through. I'm doing great. Zoba Cakes. I've gained new and very important keys to take my business to new levels. Zoba Cakes, thank you so much. Dora Plated Go is a big reminder for me to go back to last year in order to follow up with my business. I have to go back to Google Base and start start making some corrections. Sure, I will go back to this course and implement, I suppose. Thank you, Doro Plated Goal. Thank you so much. Your team has been doing awesome. Your team has done awesomely well these few days of this impactful training. Thank you so much, Ebele. Nice being with you again, brother Udemabo. I'm super excited for what's in store in the lesson. Nice to meet you too, Miss Winnie. Thank you so much for calling out my name. It means a lot to me. All right, so I never knew Google Business profile. I never knew Google Business until I joined this program. Oh yeah, thank you so much. That means a lot. All right, the greatest thing I've learned is a Google Business profile. I knew nothing about it before. Thank you so much for that awesome feedback, Lucy. Yeah, let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. After this, I can say I've graduated with a diploma in IT and entrepreneurship. So intense, Abby. Yes, it's really, really intense. Thank you so much, Winnie. Wow, that sounds really great. That sounds really great. Okay, so I'm looking through for maybe a few more because I need to get started. I have more knowledge on Google Business. I've learned the advantages of Google Business, wider reach, getting feedback from customers to help boost the business. Thank you so much, Jemima, for sharing. Lisa said, learned how to create Google Business profile to create business profile on Google, business website, and how to strategically follow trends to promote my business. Thank you so much, Lisa. And Winro said, my business is in Google now. Thank you for, how did I miss that? Thank you for the great learning. I'm waiting to develop a website in Google now. I'm very grateful, sir. Oh, Winnie. Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel like flying. I just feel like flying right now. Wow. Okay, so you are going to begin to build a website from Google Business Profile. That sounds really, really awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. It means a lot to us. Okay, what I learned, the different platforms one can advertise, its product or services, how to create a Google account, how to engage your Google Google account and keep it fresh. Thank you so much, Esther. I now know the different digital marketing platform and how to create Google Business Profile. Thank you so much, Peace. And who else is saying something? Oh, Ebele, you're from Akwa Ibom. Okay, that name sounds Igbo. I could be your lost but found brother. Please come pick me up. I've been looking for who to adopt me in this Abuja. Thank you so much, Ebele. Deborah, I've learned everything I need to digitize my business. Thank you so much, Team Impact. Thank you so much, Deborah. That means a lot. This class has helped me to know difference between Google Ads and Google Business Profile. Thank you, Peace. Thank you very much. A lot of people mix it up. And trust me, it's not so long I need a difference. I used to mix it up too. So they're not far from us. So grateful to be here as I've been able to create my website. Oh, wow. Everything is in order. Udemy, Beryl, and others. God bless you. Thank you so much. I'm on Ruth. That means a lot. Very impactful, and especially the Google Business Profile. Spirito. Thank you so much. I've learned how to set up my Google Business Profile, and now I know the benefit of having a Google Business Profile. Ebele, please, that is awesome. All right, please come and adopt me. I've been looking for who to adopt me. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. Wairimo, I thought having a website was enough. This is so enlightening. Yeah, thank you so much, Wairimo. I hope this is a fit day program. I didn't get the link, the live link as usual. Yes, thank God you are here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. You can see, I can see Beryl smiling without looking at her. Same thing with Diana. Thank you so much. So it means a lot to us. Trust me, it means a lot to us. Okay, so let's get going. And please, if you are just joining us, welcome. We are glad to have you. But let's just do the rounds. If you missed hitting the like button, please do it now. If you missed hitting the subscribe button, please do it now. And more importantly, please click on the share button and invite somebody. Just the way somebody invited you. Please click on the share button and invite somebody. We'll be happy to receive everybody that's supposed to be here. Thank you so much. Choma said I've set up mine last night but could not set up my location. Oh, Choma, thank you so much for sharing. What you need to do with the location is preferably, I always prefer you're in the exact location of the business. So to make it easy, just tap on that map, that circular thing that looks like north, south, east, and west, looks like a compass. If you tap that thing, to take you to the exact point where you are. to make it very easy for you. So you just set it up, then move, or you can move that icon around. That's a ballpoint icon. You can move it on the map around to the exact place. Okay, so 2 ways, and then you can get things done easily. Thank you so much, guys. And I've learned so much on digital marketing I didn't know before. That upscale my business. Thank you, Izeribe. Thank you so much for sharing. Egu, Angela, I'm doing great. I've learned a lot, especially Google Business Profile. Thank you so much. I'm yet to receive my confirmation for verification from Google. Don't wait for that, Babatunde. Dorcas, please don't wait for that. Dorcas Diana is going to share a link right now. Please fill that form. Impactor is going to reach out and get you verified. Don't wait for that code. It may come maybe in 4 months' time, or it may not even come at all. Trust me. Okay, so if you fill the form that was going to be shared, you can get it done quite easily, right? So the form is going to be dropped. Diana, please, could you get the Google Business verification form, the one for Impactor, and drop it in the chat for Dorcas, please. All right, so please let's make use of the chat. I'm going to be excited to have a very interactive session with you guys, and Diana would love to do that too. Same thing with Beryl. Okay, so let's get going. So we're going to be doing this once again in 3 different segments, and so this one is going to be a little bit drifted away from business, drifted a little bit away from marketing, a little bit away from the Google Business Profile. This one is about Office. It's about how you can get your stuff done properly, easily. So we are going to be looking at how to implement Google Workspace across your business. It's going to be quite fun. I'm going to have a lot of questions for you, okay? But we're going to be doing this in 3 different segments. Now you're going to first part, you get to understand what the Google Workspace is and which tools are available under it. Its core functionalities and the benefits of using those tools in your workplace. The second part will be for you to identify the tools you could use to boost communication across your business. Now, the last part is going to be where we'll get to explore which tools that could be leveraged to increase collaboration across teams. Okay, so now this is another reminder for the Hustle Academy. So if you are yet to sign up for the Hustle Academy, this is another opportunity presented to you. So head over to g.co/Hustle Academy. The link will be dropped in the chat. Please sign up for this 1-week-long bootcamp. It's all free from Google to teach you everything around how to get your business growth plan done, sales, digital marketing. From digital marketing, you get to learn how to pitch, you get to learn how to get funding for your business, and then you get to be matched to a mentor who's going to walk you through any of those processes. Maybe you didn't understand them. Okay, so take advantage of it and do well to. You thank yourself. Trust me. You thank yourself. If other brands offer you this, they charge you big amounts of money. Trust me. You don't want to know how much people are paying to learn what they are teaching you, because all these sessions come with practical examples. So if you've applied before, please apply again. Maybe you were not invited. Please apply again. The year is rounding off. I'm sure they are going to be ending the program in the next maybe 1 week or 2 weeks for the year, until maybe next year. But since you are still here, since you have the privilege to apply again, please go ahead. Okay? All right. So are you ready for my question? My first question. So what tools do you currently use to communicate and collaborate within your business? So far, so good. What tools do you use? Diana and Beryl, Zobakex is greeting you guys. So please say something to Zobakex. Zobakex, hi, how you doing? Okay. Your recharge card. When did you win it? Fourth winner. When was that? Please confirm when that was. Did you send the email? Did you send your name, phone number to that email, the partnership lead email? Please confirm if you did that. When was that? Mention the day, and mention the day so that we'll be able to trace it. Which of the sessions, possibly? Okay. So which tools do you currently use to communicate? Do you use WhatsApp? Yesterday. Okay, that must have been Beryl's session, right? Please, Beryl is going to confirm that. So just hang on, please. Beryl, please, you could check that and confirm if you had up to 4 emails. 4 emails sent to you. Yes, you can apply again, Choma. All right. Please confirm, Beryl. Yes, Beryl is going to confirm that. Please let me know what tools you currently use. Do you use WhatsApp? Do you use Slack? What do you use? So let me know in the chat. Do you use email? Which one do you use to communicate within your team? Okay. Lulu said Google Drive, Google Meet, Zoom. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Lulu. Muthoni, WhatsApp. Adekoke, WhatsApp. Margaret, WhatsApp. Glory, WhatsApp. Buckles, WhatsApp and Instagram chats. Choma, email and WhatsApp. God's Favor, WhatsApp. Odinaka, WhatsApp. Ezeribe, Facebook and larger groups. Jemima, Kelechi, WhatsApp. Grace, WhatsApp, Facebook. Folake, WhatsApp. Lulu, WhatsApp, Gmail, Teams, okay. Esther, WhatsApp, Facebook page. Apollonia, Google Meet, okay, wow. WhatsApp, Lucy, Omono Roots, Kem, WhatsApp, Instagram, Winrose, Facebook and WhatsApp, Ego, WhatsApp, Lucy, WhatsApp. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Uniquely rates, thank you so much. Okay, so let's go on. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. So this is the first part, discover the Google Workspace. So like I mentioned, we are going to be doing something a little bit different from Google Business Profile, from business. We're going to be looking at how to make your workspace much better. I'll explain that shortly. But do you currently use any of the Google Workspace tools? And if so, how? Which one do you use? Have you been using the Google Drive to save your files? Have you been using the email? Have you used your email? Do you use the Gmail? I'm sure some of you don't even know that the Gmail is a Google Workspace tool. So which one do you use? Have you used the forms before? Have you used the Google Docs, Sheets, Slides before? So share with me in the chat which ones you currently use. Which one do you know? Gmail. Okay, thank you, Muthani. Same food. I use Google Drive. Thank you so much. Who else? All those tools. They are all subheads of the workspace, the Google Workspace. Okay, Gloria, Google Docs, Drive, and Google Docs, Drive, and Gmail. Gmail, Drive. Okay, Doris, WhatsApp, Facebook, and okay, LinkedIn for communication, I suppose. Tony, Gmail, WhatsApp, Facebook. Okay, so I'm asking now Google Workspace. Google Drive to save, Tony, Google Drive, Google Drive. Okay, just hang on. Keep the answers coming. Just keep it coming. Gmail, Forms. I'm going to bring an image up shortly. I want you to identify which of those tools you know by their image. And I'm going to ask you some other question. So just hang on. But meanwhile, what you should know about the Google Workspace is this tool that was formerly called the G Suite. Just like the way Google Business Profile was rebranded from Google My Business to Google Business Profile. The Google Workspace was formerly called G Suite, so it's an example of a digital workspace. So when we describe workspace, what I learned when I studied mechanical engineering in UNIU. So when I studied ergonomics in my final year, so ergonomics describe how work can be made easy in the workplace. So I got to discover that there's a difference between the workplace and the workspace. And the workplace is the physical environment, the office that contains everything, the factory, different departments, and all of that. But your workspace is that particular place you sit down on. That's what makes it a workspace. So you can easily stretch your hand to do this, stretch your hand to do this, get this done without necessarily standing up. So that is what Google is offering to you in summary. That's what we are going to be discussing about. So it's a collection of cloud computing tools, productivity tools, collaboration tools, softwares, and different products developed and marketed by Google. So you can get to have applications to store files, to send emails, and collaborate, can create documents with the files that come with it, spreadsheets, and lots more. So it's marketed by Google. It's a Google product, all of them. And I know it's not going to sound strange to a lot of you because most of you use Android phones. So if you're using Android phones, I'm sure you must have seen one or more of all these images. So I want us to list them in the order that they are appearing. So I want you to, which one can you recognize? So I want you to write it in the chat. Which one can you see before I start listing them out? Which one can you recognize? Peace. Okay, Peace said I know how to use Google Drive and Sheets, Google Drive. Babatunde, God's Peace, WhatsApp, Google Sheets, Google Drive, Gmail, Folake, Covered Place, Google Drive, Gmail, WhatsApp. I use Drive, Zabbakicks. Okay, so let's list the images, what we are seeing. Which one can you see? Which one can you recognize? Okay. Precious, Habiba, Drive, Gmail, Bolanle, Gmail, Precious, Meets, God's Favor, Gmail and Drive, Julie, Mail, Drive, Chinasa, Chinazo, Chiazo, please help me. Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Drive, Forms. Who has not seen the Google sites there? Who has seen Google sites? Which one is it? If you can describe it. Which one? Okay, the tool I'm using to present to you, which one is it? Which one is, what is it called? I know you know most of them. The one I'm using to present to you, what is it called? Workspace was formerly, the Google Workspace was formerly called G Suite. Google Suites in short, in full rather. So G Suite. Which one am I using to present? Like the documents I'm reading it from. Which one is it? Sheets. Priscilla said sheets. Okay. Classroom. Okay. Thank you. Meet. Thank you. Grace said Gmail. Okay. YouTube. Okay. Yes, obviously we are all on YouTube, but there's a document I'm sharing on the YouTube. Which one is it? Google Meet. Okay. Thank you, Precious. Google Doc. Thank you, Victoria. You are not wrong. Nobody can be wrong here. So just keep your responses coming. Keep it coming. PowerPoint. Okay, thank you, Precious. You've mentioned 3 things so far. Who else is saying something? This is really fun. Calendar. Okay. Okay, calendar is good. Okay, I'm sure you mentioned what you saw here. P-set meets Google Slide. Okay, Margaret. Thank you, Margaret. Who else is saying something? So we are going to break it down shortly so that you understand better. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Google Meets. Uzoma, Habiba said calendar. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So let's just move on. Let's break it down in bits. So I'm going to be reading it from my left to the right, and then back to the left, to the right, and then back to the left. Okay. So what we have there is Google Gmail, calendar. We have the Drive. We have the Google Meet, the one you use for video conferencing. We have the Google Docs from the left now, the blue one, second line, the blue to the left. That's Google Docs. We have the Google Slides. Sorry, Google Sheets is the second one, the green one. Then the Slides is the third one, the yellow one. Then the next one is the Google Sites. Site, that one that I asked you to use and create a website for yourself. One of the website builders. Remember I mentioned Wix, WordPress, Squarespace, Magento. This is one of them, Google Sites. It's also one of those tools under the Google Workspace. Then the next one there that looks like purple is the Google Forms. We'll talk about all of them shortly. Now the one that is the yellow to the right, the extreme right in the second line, is Google Keep. That one is like your online diary. You get to save things, jot things down. Okay. Now the third line to the left, the blue one, is the admin console, right? Admin console. Now the Google Chats is the second one, the blue one, Google Chats. And then the last one is the Jamboard that looks like J, the Google Jamboard. I'm sure you got almost all of them. If not completely all, you got almost all of them. Okay, somebody thinks I'm using the Gmail, the Google Meets, Teresa. Thank you so much, Teresa. You are going to know shortly. But the tool I'm using, just know that is Google Slides. Somebody mentioned PowerPoint. PowerPoint is a Microsoft product. This is Google's product. They do the same thing, but we are going to spot some differences as we are explaining it. Okay, you do the same thing, like can project, can use it to present on your screen, to project on projectors and all of that. All right, admin console. We'll talk about all of them. Just chill small. All right, so let's move on. So these are the core functionalities of the workspace. You get to create documents and create presentations, and also get to receive, record, and analyze and present your data. And then you can get to also brainstorm ideas, projects, and store files. Now you're going to break it down to each of the tools that actually does each of those subheads. And then you get to also use those tools to communicate globally. So let's go to the first part. It's used for creating documents and for creating presentation. Now you're going to, after my explanation, now you're going to understand which tool I'm using to present to you. Okay, so first off, we have the Google Docs. So the Google Docs is like the Microsoft Word that you know. Okay, I know you know the Microsoft Word. For those of you that are coming from the other generation, our generation, you know the Microsoft Word. Don't mind all these millennials them. You know the Microsoft Word, you know the Excel, you know Microsoft Excel, and you know the Microsoft PowerPoint. Those are the three we know. So when you are speaking of those same tools with Google, we're talking about the Google Docs for Microsoft Word, the Google Sheets for Microsoft PowerPoint, and then the Google Slides for Microsoft PowerPoint. So like what Microsoft document does, Microsoft Word does. The Google Doc is more for word processing for Teams. So you get to edit documents directly from your browser. You don't need to have any special app to be able to use the doc tool. You don't have any dedicated software specifically for it. And several people can work at the same time on the same documents. I'm here. We have a document we are sharing right now. Beryl is in Kenya. Diana is in Cameroon. I'm here in Nigeria. Judith is in Benin Republic. 4 of us can work on that same document simultaneously at real time. No challenge, as long as we all have internet connected to us. So that is what makes this one special. In my opinion, it makes it very, very special. And then when you finish with all of that, you can always download it in various formats, PDF, in Word document format, however you want it. So you can always see edits that people I can see what Judith is editing. I can see what Beryl is editing, right? So you can communicate through built-in chats. You can ask questions. You can add comments to it. Same thing that happens with the Google Slides, which is the one I'm using to present to you now, right? So you get to create edits, very published presentations, and you can do all of that with a browser. You don't need any special software like the Microsoft PowerPoint used to be. And again, several people can work on the same documents. You know, can work on a single presentation online with your business partner. I can work here. Beryl can work there. All of us can work on the same document. All of us in this call, on this call, can work on the same document at the same time. It's more friendly. This particular tool is more friendly. The user interface is quite easy. And remember, you're working on it. They're all web-based tools, so it makes things quite easy. So this is now the Google Forms. I know you must have gone to a particular event. They told you to write your name and your details. You write your name, your age, your sex, this, that, a lot of that. Or those ones were hard copies, right? So now, and I know currently you've seen a lot of forms out there, especially even when you fill the form for this to join this event, to join this training, it must have been an online form that was created. So the Google Form is one of the tools under the Google Workspace. The attendance we fill every day is created using Google Forms, right? The Google My Business file that we share is created using Google Forms. So it's just that easy to create survey that can just share to everybody, collect data from them. And then those data, it makes it very easy for you to analyze those data. You can create a form easily. You know, just creating a document is quite easy. As long as you have a Google account, that's all you need. And now I'm going to draw a line between the one you have on your Gmail and this one shortly. Just follow me. And now we have the Google Sheet. So when you receive data from the Google Forms, you can export that data into a spreadsheet. Now the spreadsheet that tool will use is going to be the Google Sheets. So just like the way the Microsoft Excel works, you can do everything here. The same thing, can collaborate. All of us can work on the same document at the same time. It's compatible with different various devices, iOS, compatible with Microsoft's Office tools. As long as you have a browser, you're good to go. You can also have it as an app in the phone, but you must not have an app before you can use it. Okay, you can use it on your browser, and then it makes things very easy. All those calculations and everything, you can use the Google Sheets to analyze, to project, to draw Venn diagrams and all of that. Same thing, the interface is more beautiful and it's quite easier. Okay, so a couple of benefits that are brought to you by the Google Workspace. So you get to have improved collaboration, you get to have improved communication, increased collaboration, improved communication, and you can work smarter. And then there's enhanced security. So collaboration is very easy when you're talking about using the Google tools. Like what I explained earlier, we can work on the same document, whether it's a sheet, whether it's a slide, whether it's a doc. All of us can work on the same documents at the same time. You can check what each of us is doing per time. You can check all the edits that have been made per time. I can restrict access. I can say, okay, I want a certain set of people to only view the documents. I use their email and only give them viewing rights. Or I want a certain set of people to be able to comment. I give them commenting rights. Or I can say I want a certain set of people to be able to edit the documents. I give them editor's rights. So the person that is viewing and the person that is commenting cannot change anything in the write-up. Only the person that has the editing rights can change stuff within the write-up and the documents. So that makes it highly secure and it increases collaboration, makes things very easy. You don't need to get files and be sending it like what we used to do. You prepare the file and start sending it as a document to some other person through email. The person will open the email. Sometimes you go, virus will enter along the line like to corrupt. You have to send it again. Those people in this generation, these millennials and these Gen Zs, they won't understand. I'm talking about people back in the days. The people won't understand. So sorry. Sometimes you send it and sometimes you copy it through Flash before you get to the other system. Virus that's corrupted, so you lose everything and start afresh. So all you need to do with this one is just to copy that link, send it to the person, or maybe use the person's email and grant the person access, and that's it. And everything can be done properly, everything can be done very easily. Okay, so that is for collaboration. Let's move on. So let's see how you can improve collaboration. So you get to use tools like the Google Meets, the Google Mail, the Gmail, the one you know how to use best, and the Google Currents and the Google Chats to enable you to communicate properly. So a number of tools that can help you to communicate. Please take note of that. The Gmail, the Google Meets, the Google Currents, and the Google Chats to help you to improve communication. Give me 1 second, please. All right, so, and yeah, so it also helps you, the tool, the Google Workspace tools helps you also to work smarter. So you can use these tools to help your team work smarter, don't just work hard in our age, work smartly. So you can streamline your workflows and the processes, store data, manage those files, and communicate properly, collaborate. It makes things quite easy, and then you can prevent threats that even happen through all those easy to use tools that they can just break into you and then get things damaged. These ones are highly secured. Okay, and then you get to also store files and data. They are very secure. So you store files, you can use the admin console to centralize your administration. So somebody that was asking me about the admin console, this particular part is for you. So you use the integrated cloud identity features to manage users and set up some security options. Like you can set up two-step verifications, can set up some security keys just to protect each account, right? And then you can protect your organization with security analytics, well built in, well powered with Google's AI, and then just use the best practices recommendations that are within the system. And then you can always get to, the system will always identify threats for you. All the Google AI powered tools will identify threats for you and block them. Okay. So now that we know the benefits, let's go over to how you can create it. So you need to head over to workspace.google.com. Let me see if I can grab that link from somewhere. Okay, so I can't find it, but let me just see if I can just grab it from somewhere and share it in the chat with you. All right, so try this link, and then you can be able to set up the Google Workspace. All right. So just 6 steps, and you need to just visit workspace.google.com, fixing your business details, and then add your contacts. Choose a domain. I'll explain that. Update your business address, and then set up your login details. Choose a domain there means that you need to have, you must be a business to be able to use the Google Workspace tool. It's not just for personal use. Now, this is where I want to draw the line between the one you use and the one that is here. Now, all those tools we mentioned, you can find out that they are all available on your regular Gmail accounts, right or wrong? Yes, they're all available on your regular Gmail account. So what happens is the tools that come with this particular one, the workspace, is a little bit more sophisticated than those ones. All the facilities. I'm going to explain more as we go further. They're a little bit more sophisticated than the free ones that you're using, obviously. So it's designed for businesses. You're going to understand why it's designed for business when I go into the next topic. So what you need to do after getting that done is to create your business emails. After you've set it up, after you've created your account, you need to set it up to create business emails. Now you may not be able to create an email like, let's say, udeme at impacther.com without having impacther as a domain, right? Or udeme at google.com without having Google as a domain. Do you understand? So for you to be able to own it as a company's email, you need to have a domain name that you've paid for, a domain name that is linked to your address, is linked to your business, linked to your website. So that when somebody sees a communication that comes from support at impacther.com or info at impacther.com, they know, okay, this guy is a serious business person, right? So you get to create email, you need to create your business emails. You can create different groups. You can create email for the marketing team, for the sales team, support team, and all that. And then you get to add users to the email. Add users to the email. With the free tool, you can always have, there's a free version, the trial version, you can take up to 10 users with the trial version. But let's say you've exhausted your bills, that you exhausted your trial period, you can now pay money and begin to use more of it. It's not free. This is one of few Google's tools that is not free. Okay, you need to pay for the usage because it's a company thing, right? It's an organization thing. This one is strictly what you want to pay for to look more presentable to whoever you're trying to pitch your business to. And then more importantly, you can always migrate and import data from wherever you left them and migrate those data and to your Google Workspace, from Microsoft, from Outlook, from wherever. You can migrate your data, your email, your contacts, your calendar. You can just move them. So it makes things quite easy. Okay, so I'm gonna take a pause very briefly because our time is fast spent. So domain as expired, please get another one. Pay for another one. Renew it. Period plated go. Please renew it before somebody else buys it. Okay. Any other question? So can we include this sheet to our Google business sites? It depends on what you want to do, but I don't think it's necessary. What are you putting sheet there for? No, I don't think it's necessary. Please, don't do it. You're not using. If you want to add a link, they said maybe you want to add a form link to your business site so that people can fill a form for you. That's okay, but not sheets. Sheet is like Microsoft Excel. It's a spreadsheet, just like the way it sounds. So you don't need to use that for your website. Thank you so much for asking. Chioma, yes, these Gen Z people and these millennials, people are really blessed. People have not seen anything in this tech space. We have seen hell. Okay. Mm. Okay, Lucy, thank you for sharing. I love editing documents with my team on Drive. You can use Google Meet a lot. Thank you so much, Lucy. Mm. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Since I don't have questions, we've spent so much time already. Trust me, we are way behind time. Where do I get domain name? Okay, so I mentioned this earlier in the last class. Um, uh, okay, I'm thinking of how to say it to make it shorter. You can head over to places like domainking.com, godaddy.com, shorter one now. GoDaddy, Domain King, Bluehost, Google Host, OneGrid, or you can just type domain registrars on Google. Google registrars, African Domains is also a domain registrar. Google Domains is also a registrar, also, right? The form has been sent. Please fill it, and then you come back as we continue. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Yes, Namecheap also works. Yes. Thank you so much. All right. So let's go. So let's see how you can boost communication across your business. So which tools can you use via Google Workspace to boost communication? Remember, we have the 2,000 naira airtime. Four of them for four fastest finger. So which tools can you use to boost communication? Communication tools. Which tools can you use to boost communication? Which tools can you use to boost communication? So we have a few of them. We have the Google Meets. Oh. We have the Google Meets. We have the Google Drive. We have, Google Meets. We have the Gmail. We have the Google Currents, and we have the Google Chats. So let's look at each of them briefly. So the Google Meet, just like the one you've been using so far. For those of you that are using Android phones, this is already built into your phones. So Google Meet is used to communicate globally. You can send files, you can create groups, you can access your calendar invites. And calendar is linked to Google Meets. Calendar is linked to Gmail. They're all interwoven. You create a link on your calendar, the message goes to your Gmail. And that message from the calendar also goes with the meeting link that is built in with your Google Meet. Okay, so calendar, Gmail, Google Meet, they're all interwoven. So it makes things easy. So you can use Google Meet to send files, create groups, and just stay connected. And then it's designed to filter 99% of spam. So most times it's always advisable for you to always go to your spam mail to check out if there are any spams that are supposed to be useful for you, because the Google Meet, the Google Mail, the Gmail is designed to filter spams. Okay. And now the Google Meet, before now the Google Meet was not free. It was it was one of the tools under the Google Workspace called the G Suite that time. It was until COVID came that Google opened it up for every other person to make use of it. So you can use this tool to have very high-powered video conferencing tool, and you can share documents, you can see what, can write messages, with this paid version, you can do more. You can mute everybody, you have more control as an admin compared to the free one. The free one has a lot of, the features are not so much compared to what you have with the paid one. So Google Meet, I prefer Google Meet as a conferencing tool to all the other video conferencing tools because it's lighter. It doesn't take so much data. The UI is very simple. You don't need to rack your brain to be able to know what to press per time. Okay, and yeah, like I mentioned, the Gmail synchronizes with your Google Meet and synchronizes also with your Google Calendar. So they are all interwoven. Yeah, and then you have the Google Currents. The Currents is that tool that will help you to engage employees, to help you to foster a more relationship. You can build a more meaningful conversation within your team also. You can build a community, communicate your ideas, get instant feedback. Everybody can work towards their goals. You can always check up on people that are working remotely. So it's just that thing that tool that can make work quite easy. I can compare it to the Microsoft Slack, for those of you that use Slack, right? And yeah, so that is what Current does for Google. And then you have the Google Chats, which is more of a direct messaging tool. You can also get to create a group conversation. So chat is offered to Google Workspace customers at no additional cost. This one comes free and it's highly secured, right? So it's you can share documents, you can share files, on chats, so you can make work very easy. Okay, and now a couple of tips for you to maximize your communication. Top tips to maximize communication. A couple of tips to maximize your conversation. So first off, you need to create in-person communication. Second, stay organized, create team mailing list, and then set up projects or team rooms. So let's look at each of them. For you to recreate in-person communication, there are 4 ways basically to recreate in-person communication, and that include schedule regular team calls and check-ins via Google Meet and via Google Hangout. Always try to check in through video with your people to see if they're fine. Connect with colleagues and teams across the globe, especially if you're working in an organization where everybody work is done remotely. Then you can always brainstorm ideas, work on team projects, and hold virtual meetings together. And then you can always join with mobile and desktop. So you can always create that community bonding within the team if there's proper communication. And then if there's no proper communication, everybody will be loosed apart. And then you can also need to also stay organized. Now the tool that is going to help you to stay organized is a Google Calendar. Before I started using the Google Calendar effectively, my life was in shambles. I'm not even proud of saying that, but trust me, Google Calendar can set your life really, really organized. So you get to improve communication across your teams through the Google Calendar. And like I mentioned, the calendar can synchronize itself with the Meet, Google Meet. The Google Meet will always send email, and all of this will always send email to your Gmail for you to have all those notifications there. And if you see the way Gmail is built now, you can have that. You're using a desktop, no, even a phone too. You have that Google Meet button at the side on a desktop, at the bottom on a phone. You can just click it and start a meeting instantly. So it's been redesigned to make things quite easy. So you can share your calendars for people to see your full event so that they know when you're available and when you're not available. People can book you directly activities on your calendar so that you can say, okay, yes, I have an event today, I have an event tomorrow. So I wake up in the morning, I look at my calendar first to know how my day is going to be, the free time I have. So make sure you try to use the calendar to save your life. Trust me, to save your life. Yeah, but all these tools are all under the Google Workspace, but you can use the free ones. The workspace one have some special features also because there's an admin at the other end that manages the entire stuff. Okay, remember, it's for an organization, it's for a business, right? And then one other thing you should do is to create team mailing list. So you need to create team mailing list to make things easy for you. If you have a marketing department, if you have a sales department, if you have a PR department, you have a customer care support department, you should create emailing list for each of those teams, right? So that to make communication easy, you can always send updates, you can send up in status updates, you can always share resources, and then you can get to it. That can help to increase visibility and foster that community bonding that happens within each of the teams. Okay. So another top tip to maximize your communication would be for you to set up projects or team rooms to set up projects or team rooms. You need to encourage members to stay connected um, by creating a room in Google Chats. You can always create a room in Google Chat, just like the way you create groups on WhatsApp or creating a chat on Gmail. That is possible with the paid one. It may not be possible with the free one. And then encourage team members to network with each other, share project ideas, brainstorm together, exchange thoughts on best practices, and then that will create a stronger community bonding, to create a stronger sense of community. Yes. So I'm supposed to pause right now to answer to your questions, but just going to continue and then wrap up shortly, then come back to any questions you have. Remember, I have 2,000 Naira recharge vouchers for you, right? So stick through. I'm going to be having some very simple questions for you right now. Just after that. So let me just complete this last part and then I'm going to come to the chat. Okay, the last part, let's see how we can leverage tools to increase collaboration. So which tools can you use on Google's Workspace to increase collaboration? I know I've mentioned a lot of them earlier, but if you can share some with me right now, it will make sense. So yeah, you get to collaborate across projects and across teams. You get to brainstorm. You can share files, you can share working files, you can make suggestions, you can tag your colleagues, you can track the changes. That is how to collaborate. across teams. So let's look at each of them, the tools that you use to collaborate. So let's look at the Jamboard. So Jamboard is that tool that is used to harness the power of digital whiteboard. So for those of you that have had the privilege to see a digital interactive board before, this is a virtual of the digital interactive board. So you get to write, you can draw with the included stylus, you can search Google and insert images on that web page. You can drag and resize text by just twisting your fingers. You can sketch a box, you can sketch a cat, you can sketch a dragon, and then the image recognition technology will convert it into a polished image. You can share jams with your collaborators, and up to 50 people can work on a particular jam at the same time. You can add documents, can add them, you can add Google Docs slide sheets to a jam, right? You can create, you can edit, you can save. Even if you left it at a particular point, or maybe you lost power or something, when you come back, you just come to continue from where you stop. Just pick up from there. You can connect your computer to a Jamboard and to just display that screen and let you have full control of that computer's board for touch screening. So it makes brainstorming very, very easy. Okay. So next up is going to be the Google Drive. So the Google Drive is basically used for storage. So you get to store files on Drive, and then to enable you to share easily. So Google Drive also is used to encourage collaboration and work from one central place. So every file that comes on your drive is properly saved. Like what happens with your regular Gmail, Google Drive, you have before now, back in the days, like since 2017, 2016, used to be 25 gig. Before Google cut it down to 15 gig. So someone like me, I've almost exhausted it. But the drive that comes with the Google Workspace is limitless, especially the one that comes with the Google for Education. It's completely limitless. So you can store your entire village, you can store the whole of Nigeria, and you won't exhaust it. So you can share those files, you can comment, you can tag, you can edit team documents, and all of these things can be done with ease. Yes. And yes, you can also make suggestions and you can tag your colleagues. So you can, with the Google Workspace tools, you can edit shared documents in real time. Everybody can work on the same document at the same time. And then that reduces the need for all the back and forth sending of files, virus corrupting and flash and all of that stuff. All of that is rolled out. So you can always make suggestions on the documents. You can always comment with ideas. You can always tag your colleagues with that at feature. Like for instance, your name, your Gmail, udeme at gmail.com. So in that case, it would be udeme at google.com. So I can tag my colleague at burial on that same form, since that person is built within that same team network. So I can easily tap one of my colleagues, maybe to work on a particular file, maybe to work on a particular mail, to work on a particular document, and then they can reply with a comment, and then you can track the changes. You can approve what they're commenting, you know. So all of these are available on these documents and files. And yes, again, you can track those changes. You can view all the edits that were made to your documents and files. You can restrict access. You can track changes, like I mentioned earlier, and then you can approve suggestions to ensure collaboration efforts are managed and reviewed properly. So what you do, if you want to track the changes that we made on that document, what you need to do, go to the top left corner of that your screen where you have the file. For those of you that are used to Microsoft Word, Excel, and Doc, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and PowerPoint, you know where that file is. So it's the same location, top left corner, the file. So click on File, then you're going to see version history. Click on version history, you're going to see version history. So you click on see version history. But meanwhile, what you should know is that you need to be the owner of that file before you can do what I'm trying to explain right now. Okay? And then you're going to see the number of people who made an edit on that document. And then if 100 people made an edit on that document, 100 people are going to have 100 different colors. A color to each name, so that you know who edited what they actually edited. Right? So if you want to revert, you can revert it. If you want to let it stay, you can allow it. If you want to restore this version to make it active, just leave it. And then you can name this version like a previous version. You can make a copy of it. Right? So you can see who changed the file before. You can see who changed it after. You can get the file shared. And all of this could be tracked with that tool. You can see who commented, who edited, who shared, who moved that file. All of that are all available on that your file. So I don't think the free one is this detailed. Again, the ones that are designed for the workspace are much more sophisticated. Of course, they are paying for it. Just like for somebody to tell you, work with SEO to take you 3 years to get to the top, whereas pay money to that, and then you are getting to the top of Google's page. So if you pay money, you have more features. Okay. And yeah, so this is my last pause to answer your questions. But meanwhile, remember to sign up for the Hustle Academy I mentioned earlier. You have the privilege to learn for a week how to run your business growth plan. From your business growth plan, you learn about sales. From sales, you learn about digital marketing. From digital marketing, you get to learn about how to get funding for your business. From funding for your business, you learn how to pitch. And then you get matched to a mentor to walk you through any of those processes, and you speak with industry and specialized agents. Yeah. So again, you need to learn more. So what do? You head over to learndigital.withgoogle.com/digital skills/courses. Those links will be dropped in the chat. And now you should follow us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow Impactor also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Okay, so I'm back to the chat right now before I say my last thank you. And I have questions for you. Don't forget, I'm going to be asking you the 4 questions for the 2,000 Naira recharge card. So I hope my moderators are ready to help me. But meanwhile, Google Business Registration. Okay, let me grab that for you. Okay, so any questions? Kindly help state the 6 steps to create a Google Workspace. Okay, so I need to go back to that slide. The first off, you need to head over to workspace.google.com. Let me see how to get back there. So workspace.google.com is the first step. Let me see. Workspace.google.com to be able to set it up. I'm going to fill your name. I'm going to fill your name, your business name rather. Have I missed it? Okay, I'm here. You add your business name, your contact details, your domain, and you update your business address, and then you set your login details. I hope you got that. Okay, let me leave it for the screen yet. Okay, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so just head over to that link I shared earlier, the workspace.google.com, and then you're going to sign up with your Gmail. You add your business name, add your contact details, add a domain name that you've paid for already, and then update your business address, obviously physical address, and then set up your login details and username and password. It's nothing strange. Okay, yeah, so it's not a big deal. Okay, what is the estimate to set this up? You can have after the free trial period that runs for one month, you can have I think it's $4 per user, if not less than that. It's not a lot of money, but depending on all the benefit that it will bring to you, $4 shouldn't be a big money per user. Yes, I think it's per user. You may need to get to that site to confirm. I'm not sure of the current price right now. Okay, for those of you that applied for the bootcamp, yes, so email is supposed to get to you, but if it has not gotten to you, that means possibly you were not selected, but apply again. Show to them you're serious. You must be an existing business. They don't need startups. You need a business that's already existing and you want to grow and scale. Okay, I hope I answered that, Kelechi. I answered that, Chioma. Thank you so much. Yeah, Google Meet is so interesting, Deborah. What's the difference between creating an account and creating domain name? Okay, so before you create an account on Google Workspace, you must own a domain name. And domain name, you pay for it. You pay for a domain name from a domain registrar. That's why I was listing the Domain King, GoDaddy, Google Host, SendGrid, Namecheap. There are a lot of them. So just go to a domain registrar and buy a domain name. Remember, I explained domain name to be the name of your business, what people are going to be searching for you for. google.com, facebook.com, impacther.com, and all of that. Okay, so that is a domain name now. That's a domain name. So you use the domain name to set up your Google business, your Google workspace. Remember, the Google workspace, you are going to be having your workers will be bearing Udeme at google.com, then Diana at google at impacther.com, right? You customize it to make it look serious, like it's a serious business, a serious official email. That is the difference. Victoria, I hope that serves. Thank you so much. Okay, who else has a question? Is it available on iOS devices? Please, which one now? I've spoken about a lot of things. Which one? But I know all those tools I mentioned can be used on. You can use them on the web directly. Please, Chuku, I just answered that question. Thank you for asking again. You can have a free trial period for 1 month, and then you get to pay per head, per user. Okay, Julia said she's used Jamboard before. Jamboard is very powerful and it does a lot. Okay. So I'm just looking through to find out if I can find any more questions. Please find a way and sign your attendance. It's very important. Okay, so are you ready for the questions? Okay, are you ready for the questions? So let me know if you're ready. Let me see. Are you ready? So give me 1 second. Let me get something. Diana, please, I will need you to help me to find who the fastest and the most correct person will be. Okay, so I'm going to be asking the 4 questions all at once, one after the other, obviously. Okay, so out of all these, oh, I'm in the wrong place. Hang on. Fastest finger, don't forget, it's going to be fastest finger. Okay, out of all these tools, which one did I say is the one I'm using to present? Which one am I using to present to you? Fastest finger. Teresa got it. Google Slides. Okay. The rest of you can calm down. Teresa is the person that appeared first. Kavod plays shots. You should have just said slides because you're the first person that said something. So Teresa Igube, congratulations. Please send your name. Teresa is number 1. Is Beryl here? Beryl, can you help me type your email, please, so that I don't get it wrong? Beryl? Come in, guys. So Teresa, send your name, your service provider, and your name, your service provider. What else now? Your name, service provider, and phone number. How did I ever miss that? Thank you so much, Teresa, and everybody that said something. Okay, Beryl, thank you. Thank you, Beryl. Thank you so much, Goretti. Thank you. It means so much to us. Doro plated goal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go back to the second question. Are you ready? It's simple. It's a very simple question. Very simple question. How many people can work on a Jamboard at the same time? Maximum number of people that can work on a Jamboard. Maximum number that can work on a jam. They call it jam. How many people? Maximum number of people that can work on a jam at the same time. Nope, not 100. Your whole country. That was close. Okay. Google Sheets. No, it's not 100. Maureen. Okay, Maureen got it. 50. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Maureen. Maureen got it. Fastest finger. The whole country. Oh my God. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you so much. And it's 50. For Jamboard, it's 50. Yes, it's 50 for Jamboard. Congrats, Maureen. Please tell Maureen congrats. And who else was the first person? Teresa. Okay, third question. Okay, so let me see how to make this a little bit easier. I don't want to rack your brain too much. I've already done that already. Let me see. Third question is coming. So just hang on a bit. Hmm. I'm looking at the one that is easier. There's the one I wanted to ask you, but it's going to be much complicated. Okay. So mention out of the 4 communication tools we mention 3. If you can mention the 4, fine. The core communication tools. Out of the 4, mention 3. Communication tools. The correct person and the fastest person will take it. Four communication tools. Anybody? Oh, wow. Gmail, Google Meet, Current. Okay. Tony Gua, congrats. Tony got it again. Tony was fastest. Sorry. Chioma, you were fast, but Tony was fastest. Gmail, Google Meets. Let me go to that slide so that you see it. Where is it now? Gmail, Google Meet, Google Currents, and Google Chats. Congrats, Tony Gua. Okay, you are going to be winning another money, another recharge card added to that of yesterday. Please pin that email to the screen. Thank you, guys. Pin the email to the screen. And okay, let's go to the last question. You won't believe this one. Trust me. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? I have 2 of my colleagues here. 2 of them, Beryl and Diana. So tell me, where is Beryl from? Where is Beryl joining us from? Where is Diana joining us from? That's a bonus question. Beryl taught me how to do that yesterday. Beryl and Diana. Where is Beryl from? Where is Diana from? You must mention the 2 of them. Beryl this, Diana this. Write it that way so you don't mix it up. Beryl and Diana. Beryl this, Diana this. Okay, so I think I got somebody. Ono Moakpokpo, God's favor. So So I got it. Diana is Cameroon and Beryl is Kenya. Yeah. Okay. The rest of it I mentioned earlier didn't mention Beryl this, Diana this. I'm sorry. So she was more detailed. So congrats, God's favor. Yeah. So God's favor. Beryl taught me how to do this yesterday. Oh my God. Okay. I hope you guys had fun. Right. So please pin this impactor email to the screen if that's possible. Burial. Okay, I've seen it. So please send your name, phone number, and email to partnership lead at impactor.org. So it's been a great time learning with you guys, and I'm super excited that we had this 1 hour. How long so far? 1 hour 15 minutes. Oh wow, we overshot our time. We've had this 1 hour 15 minutes to learn together. So this is me saying a very big thank you to you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming out to learn. I hope you gain value from what we've done so far. Yeah, all the winnings you've been earning will come. Don't worry. As long as you send the email, they'll come to you. Thank you so much, Grace, and thank you so much, everybody, and thank you for all those beautiful feedbacks you gave to me. Your fingers froze. Sorry, you must have. Maybe your weather is too cold. Sorry. Congrats to the winners, and then please, I want you to do something irregular. Please do it for me before you go. Your emojis, your favorite emojis, before you jump off. So thank you so much. Say hi to Beryl, say hi to Diana, and wish them well in their countries, and wish me well in Nigeria too. Don't wish women well and stop wishing a guy well. What in man do man? All right, so I want to see those beautiful emojis. Diana is smiling right now. I know she is. Same thing with Beryl. And Judith, yes, Judith is in Benin Republic. I can see those of you that are saying Benin. Yeah. So wish them well. So Diana too believes that Cameroon is going to win the World Cup. Hey, yeah. Please help me tell her, hey, yeah. All the certificates will come as long as you fill the attendance form. Please, all of them will come. All right. So I want you to drop those. I can see those favorite emojis coming. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And all the engagement, all the questions, all the fun we've had. Thank you so much. Hey, yeah, Diana. Hey, yeah. We wish them well today with Brazil. Is it today? I'll be tomorrow. We wish them well. All right. Please pin the attendance link so that or you can share the attendance link again, Diana, please, before we jump off. Please fill the attendance correctly, and so that you can have a good enough time to enjoy yourself. All right. So our next session is coming up when? Let me see. That is going to be on 5th, right? That is going to be Monday, 10 a.m. Monday, 10 a.m. So I'm going to be seeing you guys again on Monday. Am I correct? Yes. I'll see you guys again on Monday, 10 a.m. It's going to be a very, very interesting topic. Using data and insights to grow your business. Very, very interesting topic. You don't want to miss it. It's a culmination of almost everything we've been speaking about business. So everything is brought under one roof for you to learn a bit in more details for it. Okay. All right. So we have Monday and we have Tuesday, 10 a.m. each of those days. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. 5th, 6th, and 7th. So don't miss any of the 3 remaining sessions. Remember, we always have giveaways like this at the end of each of the sessions. And then it's been a great time with you guys. Okay, so fill the attendance correctly, please. Your names, make sure it's correct, because that is what we use to send the attendance to you. Thank you, Race Clothing, and all your very kind words means a lot to us. Thank you so much. So, please bye from me. See you guys on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. And have the best of it. All right. Ciao.